welcome to another Lone Wolfer Garage Motovlog. I am your host, the Lone Wolfer, and I am riding here today on my girl Michelle as usual. And I am out here about to attempt and most likely conquer the sixth of the Sunny Bear challenges. The sixth challenge in Sunny Bear is a B, and for that they want us to talk about being safe. The number one thing that I can talk to you about safety-wise is being vigilant. Be vigilant about the people that are on the road around you. Be vigilant about your surroundings, about animals coming from the side of the roads. Be vigilant about your shifting and your braking and acceleration. Just be aware at all times. Don't drift off. Don't be off in another world. Honestly, that is a terrible thing to do when on a motorcycle. Being on a motorcycle, all of your senses need to be engaged at all times. The second thing I have to stress about being on a motorcycle is that no one gives a fuck about you. You aren't in a cage. You're on a little piece of metal that's for fucking, leisure times, not for commuting. You take up at the most a quarter of the amount of space as a car. That quarter of amount of space, they don't give a shit about. They don't give a shit about the other cars on the road. You really think they give a shit about you being on the road, on your little bike, on your two wheels? No, they don't. So that goes, right back to number one is being vigilant. If anything, the most important thing you can do concerning number two, other than being vigilant, is talk to your loved ones, your friends, children in your lives, whether or not you have them yourselves or you have nieces and nephews. Talk to them about motorcycles and safety on the road. You can tell a motorcyclist, all these different tips and tricks about being safe, but in the end, it comes down to the other people that are on the road. I consider myself a motorcycles with a great deal of experience under my belt. Been doing this for a very long time now, about a decade. Not as much as a lot of other people on the road, and to be honest, even some of the people that have been on the road less time have more experience because they spend more time on a motorcycle. Mind you, I spend a great deal of my year on my motorcycle, so I have quite a bit of experience. However, one moment where some dipshit isn't paying attention or just doesn't give a fuck about what's going on around them ends my life. It just ruins my day, ruins my family's days, ruins everything. However, if you can talk to your friends and family and your loved ones and the children in your lives about motorcycles, get them aware of them, especially if you can talk to children. Like if you're, going on a road trip with your kids or going on a road trip with your nieces and nephews, your godchildren, your best friend's kids, you're driving in a car or you happen to be babysitting because somebody needs a little help with that, and you ride a bike. And when you're out there on the road and you want to play a game in the car like I Spy, if you make it motorcycle-centric, that's another set of eyes that you're training to look for motorcycles. With anything, starting them young gives a huge advantage to them being able to deal with scenarios involving motorcycles, but it might actually spark the fire of riding motorcycles in them. And the more motorcycles we can get on the road, the more people we can get educated, the safer it is for everybody. So the three tips I got for you is being vigilant. Being vigilant in your riding. Number two is just coming to terms with the fact that no one gives a fuck. And number three, a way to help amend number two is talk to people about motorcycles. Talk to people about motorcycle safety. Educate people about motorcycles on the road. and why they are there, why it is important to be aware of them, why it is important to keep the people on motorcycles safe and help them get from point A to point B safely and alive and whole, and teaching children to be aware of motorcycles on the road at an early age so that as they age, they bring that education with them and incorporate it into their daily lives and possibly become more riders. All right, that's going to be me signing off on in this challenge of Sunny Bear, put on by motovlog.com. This one might not be as fun for people to watch as I curse a lot, and I'll put a warning at the beginning for that. But safety-wise, I think that a fuck here and there should be given. Yeah. I might not actually do the final chanting around the motorcycle because honestly I'm getting fucking sick of that part too. And possibly, if you can tell from the intonation of my voice and my language, it's a pretty off day, so yeah, fuck chanting around the motorcycle. Yeah, rock on.